Hey, what's up guys, WhirlXbow back here, and today we are on Reno Warrior, and you're gonna notice something, how we look at the deck right now, you know? There's two Dead Man's Hands. I couldn't not have myself be Omega Greed here. Okay, if we're being honest, if you want to play this deck, don't do how I'm doing it with the double Dead Man's Hand. Cut one Dead Man's Hand for Soaring Board. I think it's just a better card, but I want to have the potential of the Omega Greed, you know? Typically, you guys should know at this point, basically, that I love playing Dead Man's Hand. And in this deck, we have the N'Zoth. We don't have the Cartoon Defender, but instead we have Scrapyard Colossus, and we have the new Turtle guy in Kresh. We have Saurfang, which, as you know, the new Dead Man's Hand list runs Saurfang, and it's a lot of fucking fun. And we have like Alexstrasza, and we have another N'Zoth. I could not get myself not to run the second Dead Man's Hand. Like I spent a solid half an hour thinking like, do I Omega Greed putting double Dead Man's Hand? I know sometimes it's gonna mean that Zephrys is gonna be off, Alex is gonna be off, Reno's gonna be off, but I just couldn't get myself not to do it. I know it's terrible. So yeah, so if you're playing this deck, please cut the second Dead Man's Hand for the sorted board. Yeah. Also, basically, this means that Dead Man's Hand is an auto keep in every single hand if you're playing the version I'm playing. I'll admit, I'll put both lists in the description below if I remember, or else it's only going to be this one. But yeah, so just, if you comment this list, make sure to do that. For all those who don't know, the whole goal of the list is you kind of control the board, and then you win through one of the many boards you can create, right? You can, with the one Dead Man's Hand, you could put a second Saurfang, you can put a second N'Zoth back into your deck. Now, all of a sudden you have 1, 2, 3, or 5 boards that you can create kind of like instantaneously. And yeah, there's not much else to say here. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say. Yeah, no, just control the board. You have a whole bunch of tools to help control the board. Shield Slam, Risky Skipper. Stage Dive is actually pretty good, especially with Kargath. You know, it's a 6/5 for 4. That kills something. You have Bulwark to prevent yourself from dying, Zephrys to wipe the board, Barov to wipe the board. Ringmaster is a lot of good card draw, seeing that you'll draw this, you can draw this, and then you draw a dragon, so you either draw Deathwing or Alex. And yeah, there's a couple of cards that I want to fit in here that I guess I can talk about now. One is Cold Light Oracle. I think that Cold Light Oracle is really fucking good. Because you are playing the Brann, and at least if you're playing double Dead Man's Hand, it gives you kind of like a third alternate win con. Besides that, I don't think there was really anything else I want to fit in. I guess as another value card that you could want to fit in would be Rattlegore. The card is actually fucking cracked. It's really, really hard to deal with for most decks. But I think you have enough late game to the point you don't need Rattlegore. Maybe if you don't have Alex, you can try running a Rattlegore instead. But I do recommend using Alex because, again, it's a target for Ringmaster, and it also means that if you draw the Deathwing, you'll still have a dragon in your deck, basically. If you'll notice, we basically run 2 of each, right? We have the Risky Skipper as one pirate, and then we have the Stonemaul, sorry, as another pirate. We have Scrapyard Zilliax as dragons, and we have Deathwing, and we have Deathwing and Alexstrasza as the dragons. So anyways, this was a super long intro. There's a lot of things to talk about with this deck. Another card I kind of wanted to fit in, I'll just bring up the last one, is Plague of Death. Or Plague of Death, right? The warrior one? Oh, sorry, Plague of Wrath. I think it's fairly good, especially with Boom. Seeing that you have like 2 hero powers that can kind of trigger it. And also with like Risky Skipper, it's pretty good. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for the intro. So with that being said, guys, go grab a drink, and let's hop right into the first game. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Alright, so our first matchup is against Rogue. My guess is control deck. Ooh, drew both Dead Man's Hands. Interesting. We'll keep one, we'll mull the other one, we'll mull the Alex. This way, our deck is Highlander now. See, we just have 1 dead card in our hand for 99% of the game. That's it. I think the cool thing, right, is that as soon as we draw things, if we draw the second Dead Man's Hand, we could just still shuffle. Putting a second Bladestorm back into the deck is really good, especially if it's an aggro deck. It's most likely quests, so don't think we can actually win. Quest Rogue is really fucking hard to believe it or not. So, yeah. Ooh, he didn't play Quest on 1. That's actually good. If he doesn't play Quest on 1, it actually is really, really good for us. It means it slows him down a little bit overall. Okay, this is 100% Quest. I don't know why he didn't slow him Quest on 1, but okay. Yeah. Yeah, this has to be Quest. What the fuck? Oh, is it? I guess it could be a Pogo build. Pogo builds could be fucking terrifying. This means this is, why can't I think of the name of the card? I can't think of the name of the card. Togwaggle Scheme. Fuck. Here I think the play is just Hero Power. I don't want to commit this, so I don't kill enough, I find. So I'm fine with just doing this. And playing it a little bit more relaxed, on turn 1. Or turn 3, I guess. Here we're just looking for good tempo cards. That's... Coerce is not even good here is the problem. That's not good either. Yeah, I think it's still just pass. Yeah, where do we... I'd like to say it's not that we're not drawing our good cards, but this deck is like really fucking slow. Best draw would have been Kargath, I guess. That kills that for free, kind of. Kargath? Warpath. That deals 3 to the board. It does reduce everything in his hand, which I don't really like. Let's just do this. If he hits it again, if he hits it with this, then I gain 6 and back up to full health. I'm fine with that. If he trades like this doesn't take damage, so I'm also pretty fine with that. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to reduce the cost of cards in his hand. Oh, that's perfect. It's actually super fine. I'm super okay with that. Not reducing the cost of cards in his hand means he doesn't have a 0 mana Pogo, which is kind of terrifying when we really think about it, right? Stonemaul is insane draw. Scrapyard is an insane draw. I'd like to say Ringmaster is an insane draw, but I can't even play Ringmaster. It's kind of a problem, I guess. I wanted to play a card, another minion. That one is not one I can deal with. Yeah, I can't deal with this one, which is kind of problematic. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Deathwing is an exact board wipe. Interesting. Ooh, Cash. Cash is a very interesting draw. I do take like 7 damage here, but I gained 8, so I can also poke. Warpath then kills. If he plays the other one, I can poke if both of those things die. I'll take another Cash activation. I'm guessing that's Mirror Identity. Deathwing. I know it could be Mirror Identity, I just hope it's not. That's fine. Oh, that's really fucking bad, actually. Speaking of just bad things, the fact that he just drew 3 cards for free is really fucking bad. This secret pisses me off to this day. It was added so long ago, but I still think it's like such a broken card. You just have a way to shuffle that? Yeah, okay. I'll say if you didn't have a way to shuffle that, like that was a terrible play on his part. Okay, that's fine. Not really, but if I convince myself that it's fine, it will be fine. Ah, that's a good one. Okay. I'm playing really, really slow here. I think it's the right call. I think the reason I think playing slow here is the right call. That's so bad for me, actually. Actually, if he goes Pogo, Deathwing wipes. Theoretically. Another Pogo. If I hit here, Deathwing wipes. And it's like, I don't want to say it's GG, but it's really fucking good for us. That was the card I needed to win the game. Here. Huge. Oh fuck, that was 13. That was 12. Whoopsies. Unless he drew another one for turn, he shouldn't have another one in hand. Double Pogo. I want to say I lose to Pogo. Pogo was... This was not a deck I was expecting to face, and one of the weaker matchups I'd say for this deck. Oh, it's so unlucky that it's the other mini he hit. It means that I can't just Bladestorm. Okay, well, I can Brawl and hopefully high roll. If I Brawl, high roll, one of these things survives, I want to say I'm chilling. It's a 50-50, or it's 33% chance of the time I lose the game. Unfortunate that, I mean, it's a 33% chance and I kind of just low rolled, I guess. Theoretically, if he doesn't have a start like the one he had that was actually really, really strong with the super early Pogo and a whole bunch of bounce effects, we typically win this game because if we could draw through our deck fast enough, or at least win the actual version of the deck, we win. If we can draw through our deck fast enough, we can get to a point where we just have Barov every single turn, and we just wipe his board with Barovs, and then there's not much he can do. Okay, well, I can't kill that, which is the problem. That's a really good draw for him. Yeah, he drew double sap vanish to prevent me from actually keeping a minion on the board. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I don't want to have that game define this deck, because I definitely think this deck is slightly better than that. I feel like there we kind of, again, super heavy control decks like this will instantly lose to any combo deck ever. It's just a fact, unless you can burn a combo piece with Dirty Rat. And there's a reason I don't tech my deck to beat that. And that's because a matchup that's already that lost, like basically I think Dead Man's Hand in general against decks that are straight up combo like Mecha'thun and things like that, that will combos that kill you not through damage, you already have like a 1-2% win rate in my opinion. Like it's astronomically low. So basically the only time you win the game is when they fuck up their combo. So I don't think it's worth teching to try and raise that maybe 10% and making the aggro matchups that are also way more popular in the current meta much worse. By much worse, I mean like dropping like 5-10% win rate to raise the other one 10-15%, right? I know it sounds like good, right? You can get those matchups to like 30% win rate, say. Even like that's like a huge jump, which I don't think it will ever be. Dropping your aggro, say, win rate from 60% down to 50% or 55% is just straight up not worth it, because for every one Mecha'thun player you're gonna hit, you're gonna probably hit like 10 aggro players. Or every one Pogo player, you're gonna hit 100 aggro players. So I don't think it's worth it dropping the other ones down 10% to raise that one. If that makes, I hope that made some amount of sense and I wasn't just rambling, but yeah. Anyway, so that being said, let's hop into the next one. Okay. Interesting. Double rogue. If we face another Pogo, I don't even know what to say. So to make what I said earlier just sound completely wrong, although I'm still 100% sure that what I said earlier was completely right. Yeah. I guess I kind of want to add more onto that where it's less rambly. Well, I feel like I got like the major point across, I hope, but basically, if I didn't get the major point across, it was aggro super is way more popular than combo. I'd rather tech my deck for aggro because I'll face more of it than I will face combo. There. Like that's like the super simple way. And getting back into those numbers, they might be all wrong, but I think like the statement behind them is correct. Minefield here is pretty solid. It deals, there's 4 health on the board, so it deals 4, but that's, I'm fine with that. Next turn we have coin this to kill whatever he plays, which is really good. Then we have Scrapyard then to turn after, and we have Shield Block. Yeah. I don't have the coin. I thought I had the coin. Interesting. Apparently I'm just dumb. See, and we do the other Dead Man's Hand. Easy. You can run double Dead Man's Hand. Easy. It's easy. It's actually so bad they didn't have a play here. It's so fucking bad. To be fair, the only 4-drop in my entire deck is Kargath. But it's so bad not having it. That's fine. Stonemaul to kill that. Ooh, Kesh on 6 too. Hog. I'd rather take an additional 2 damage, but prevent him from lowering the cost of cards in his hand. Lowering the cost of cards in a rogue player's hand, already because they're so cheap, just means he could probably dump all this in 1 turn. Which I don't want to happen, believe it or not. Oh, this actually has to go here. He's forced to do this trade now. He doesn't want to just lose this. I guess give that thought too. Here we could always go Brawl. That's... I guess that has to be fine. I don't think he can deal 9 damage to this in 1 turn, and I doubt he's playing Assassinate. Maybe he can go Lackey here into Assassinate, but if he does that, congrats, you deserve the win, I guess. Or else this is like really strong. I can hit this. Even the right play. I need to find a way to kill this, because this is just generating him so much fucking value. Okay. I was about to say, I saw him killing another Lackey, because I saw him hovering that card. I was like, if this is actually spell damage and he gets Assassinated, I'm going to be a little tilted. So many things would have to just go right there. And wrong for me. It's funny, this guy takes damage, I gain more health and power he has on the board. Oh, that's fine. Not really, but we can pretend. There's no... Risky Skipper, I guess, would be the best draw. I would slam Risky Skipper here if I had it. I'm going to play this here because I'm worried that he slammed the Lotha because he means he might have lethal. So I want to kind of prevent that as best as possible. Gaining 10 here and then an additional 4 here. That guy just gave me 9 life, basically, is what I'm saying. Which is really good, believe it or not. Risky Skipper is an insane draw. Actually a cracked draw. I kill that for free if he draws Risky Skipper. Or if I draw Risky Skipper. This is also a really solid play here. He doesn't know that I have this in hand, which is why he should have killed this, in my opinion. If I was him, I would have killed this instead. Now you can lose the shit on your board. That's kind of it. I'd rather gain the 2 armor here than play the other one, because again I'm worried the fact that he just threw burn at my face, which means he might just be holding lethal. I'm super terrified of that, so I'd rather play it safer and just do this and gain the 2 armor. Being at 22 is better than being at 20. Obviously, I don't know what realistically he could have that can kill me. But it's one of those things where it's rather safe than sorry. Why is my Streamlabs OBS still fucking glitching? I glance over at my OBS basically whenever I'm recording to make sure that my audio is still being recorded. But lately it's been like glitching out and like freezing. And I don't know why, and it's a little tilting. I go 2-5. Here I just slam Alex, I think. Alex is like the weakest late game card in our deck. So I'm perfectly fine with just slamming Alex to slam Alex. I don't know, it might get you Murazon, or not Murazon, the other guy. Oh, I'll take the Mally. I might just be dead here, possibly. I don't actually know. I'm at 19. This does 7 damage. Right, because it has spell damage. Right, you can tell that spell damage affects it because whenever you highlight over these, you see how it glows in the bottom. If I'm not mistaken, that means spell damage does affect it. So that means this does 6 damage base. If I hero power, that's 7 damage. Yeah, he also... You can tell he wasn't expecting this. Of all the cards that I could play, this was the least one he was expecting. He's probably like, what in the actual... Is he Highlander as well? If he's also Highlander, it's interesting. It's the second Highlander rogue I faced in 2 days. I faced one last night while streaming, and I'm facing one now. Saurfang is a really good one. I'm just gonna greed here. Well, greed, quote unquote. I'm terrified of just like randomly dying. Especially with a 5/5 that's just stealth. So I'll do that. This I'm going to wait to draw the other Dead Man's Hand. This is one of the better cards to shuffle back in infinitely. Because as long as you're summoning 1 in 1, you theoretically go infinite. You gain 8 armor, and you draw a card, and then with only this and Dead Man's Hand, you're drawing through your entire deck every single turn. And it's really good. It's one of those combos. And this is how you win with Reno. Hey, there we go. OBS got fixed. I can tell because my entire fucking screen flickers, and it's really fucking distracting, believe it or not. But yeah, this is... So, you kill 3 things. You didn't even kill the Brann. Kill the worst one. Kind of a terrible second roll. Right now, you kill everything besides these 2. If he plays it and he hits these 2, I feel bad for the guy. Okay, he's going for the 50-50 at killing something. Okay. I mean, those aren't the hits he wanted. Actually, it's Highlander. Interesting. Dead Man's Hand? Not Dead Man's Hand, but I guess I take it. Yeah, okay, that works exactly how I thought it worked. Perfect. Did I? Whoops, I meant to poke there. That one's on me. Although, to be fair, I'm at 33 health. I doubt he has a combo that kills me from 33. I very much doubt it. The rest of my deck is actually kind of weaker cards, weirdly enough. Oh, yes, obviously Ringmaster is an insane draw, obviously. Boom is a pretty solid draw, all things considered. He wanted to save that flick. He really wanted to save that flick. Oh, here's where I question, do I need... Because I can just slam this here, and I'm kind of chilling. It lets me wipe. Do I have enough on just N'Zoth? I think the answer is yes, so I feel free doing this. I can't risk him bouncing out the hand. If he bounces out the hand, I just lose. See, well, he could save it and flick, you know, this or this later on. Because now there's 2 dead of these in my dead pool, so that means N'Zoth rests it twice. It's really good. Ah, that's a good one. It's a really, really good one to Swashbuckler, actually. Ah. You're playing a Highlander aggro deck. I don't like Reno in that deck then. My guess is he has Zephrys in hand. I was always correct to be worried. I wish I could just slam this and just have a 12-12 on the board, but I can't. So I have to slowly kill him with a 3-8. Ah, your 3-7 tries to contest my 3-8, but I don't think it will work. Ha ha ha. I actually kind of want him to kill this. Because then I can just slam this and I have a 12-12, which is a much better beater. Although I have lethal. I have lethal through Zephrys. Easy clap. You know what's sad but funny? I'm pretty sure of Highlander decks, this deck might be the single one I've played that has the most amount of legendaries. Oh, Inner Fire. I didn't even notice that. That's insane. That's an 8-8 beater now. I can have a giant basically for free. Hey, back up to Plat 3. Can't seem to win games, but I'll take the Plat 3. Yeah. We still have time for one more game, so let's just queue it up real quick. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Okay, Mage. Again, I'm guessing it's Secret Mage. Keep the Dead Man's Hand, keep the Kargath. I like keeping early game Kargaths. It's really, really good tempo. So I typically keep them. Yeah, this hand looks pretty solid. And that's one thing that I do like about Highlander Dead Man's Hand is that because I have so many things I can shuffle, it means I could slam, like, I can slam over, like, Saurfang for tempo. And I really, really enjoy that. Because that's something I find that I miss out on the other version, the Frenzy version, is that I can't ever just slam a card for tempo. At least in the other version I was playing, right, I had a couple cards, like with the Cartoon Defenders, I could just slam for tempo. And even then, there's numerous games where I was able to just slam this off for tempo. In the Frenzy version, I feel like the mill game plan is significantly worse, weirdly enough, because right, just getting a 3-8 and a 3-8 and a 4-4 and a 5-4 is not nearly as good as just getting 2 3/4s that die and come back, and a 5/7 and a 4/4 that kills something, right? Like if you look at it logically. So yeah, I really enjoy the fact that here I have just big things on the slam. Like I can summon the Saurfang, which is a really good tempo card, and it's not necessarily the best finisher card. Yeah, I hope that made sense. Hopefully people watch me understand what I say, because half the time I don't even fucking know what I'm saying. So he kind of has like perfect possible draw in his deck. I see. No explosive runes one time. Of course, it's an explosive runes. I had to slam that there because I had to do this, so this way he could do this, and next time I could do this, or well, the shield slam. But I don't think I can actually win this one. I feel like I'm already so far behind this mage because of early game rigged fair games, which is, believe it or not a fair turn 1 play or turn 2 play even. Yeah, I kind of just lose. I roll one time? He quite literally has had the perfect secret every fucking turn. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Every fucking time. I don't think there's a single turn he hasn't played best possible. I wish this activated. There's no thing with Rush left on my deck. Oh, I forgot there was. Big yikes for me, dog. Although I'm way too low to actually win. Maybe if I drew exactly Reno here and he doesn't have... Maybe if I draw exactly Reno here and he doesn't have Fireball. I drew Reno like I wanted. That's pretty good for me. Good thing I was tempted to just slum this and poke here. I would have died at 4. There's both explosive runes out of the way at least. I no longer have to play around those. And this poke there. I don't want to save that to combo with this. Ooh, Alex gonna be huge. This is like such a big tempo card, surprisingly. I'll have a pirate that died. I'll have a mech that died. Actually, I want this one to die more. Buddy. Listen to a guy that doesn't even know how to play his own deck. I won't have one of those. Oh, that's so tilting. I still don't understand why people have started playing Polymorph Potion. There's like no decks that really Polymorph Potion is actually good against, except for like Hand Buff, but that deck has fallen out of the meta in my opinion. Doesn't help against... Like, what deck does that actually help against? I think I still lose this one, which fucking blows. I feel like I have to do that here. Next turn I'm forced to drop this off as well. Yeah, I gained 3 off this Nizoth. And I can kill that. If I had better death rattles die? No. So he has 2 fireballs left. If he didn't draw exactly double fireball, I might still have a chance here. I mean, this could always just summon me good shit, right? Oh, thank God, that's the best card of my deck. If I actually win this game, that would be really fucking surprising. Looks like I'm saving Kresh or over Saurfang as my shuffle card with Deadman's Hands here. So, I guess no. I can actually. No, I saw him Alex here. Alex hit. I'm greeting here. The reason I slammed this instead of slamming this, one, I feel very confident at, what is that, 22 health, with him having 1 card in hand. That is rigged fair games, I believe, every single time. But now I can just get double effect off this. That's not the one I want to summon, believe it or not. I was really hoping to hit catch. But at the same time, I mean... Yeah, get fucked, bitch. I can't believe we won that game. I generally thought I had lost that one. But... clutch top decks. And should have just out-tempoing him. Oh, that game was fucking insane. This deck is actually so much fun. Oh my god. I did not get to show off any Deadman's Hand combos, sadly. But the deck was so much fucking fun. Again, I'm saving gold for the new expansion. It comes out in a month. A little bit less than a month. So hopefully I can get, you know, possibly like another 1,000 gold or so. And then to go with the 85, 145 packs. And 4 legendaries, I can get the rest of them, hopefully. Also, like, just pointing this out, if this is worth $13 for me, I mean, this is, what, $77? No, $87? That's fucking worth it for 85 packs, in my opinion. And 2 free golden legendaries, yeah, that's so much value. And the Mage Portrait, value. It seems like a lot of money, but YOLO. So yeah, anyways, with all that being said, this was an incredibly fun deck. I would recommend it, if you have the cards, obviously. If you have all the Deadman's Hand decks, you basically have it. I think the only things you're missing is, like, possibly Deathwing, the N'Zoth, God of the Deep, Alex, Reno, Ringmaster, Zephrys. Everything else is, like, in those decks. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend this deck, if you guys have the cards. Definitely. It's so much fun. Anyways, with all that being said, though, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, rep the gang, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, guys? Yeah, with all that being said, I'll see you guys there. Peace.